When Oprah Winfrey finally addressed the lasting impact of her widely discussed interview with Meghan Markle, audiences across the country leaned in to hear what she would say. The original conversation became one of the most talked about television events in recent memory, drawing global attention and sparking countless debates about media, royalty, and personal truth. Now, with time having passed and emotions settled, Oprah chose to reflect on that moment and clarify her perspective in a calm and thoughtful way. The interview itself was a cultural milestone. Viewers tuned in not only because of Meghan's connection to the British royal family, but also because of Oprah Winfrey's reputation as one of the most respected interviewers in television history. Oprah has built her career on open dialogue, empathy, and allowing guests to share their experiences in their own words. That approach was central to the conversation that unfolded on screen. In her recent remarks, Oprah explained that her intention was never to create division or fuel controversy. She emphasized that her goal as a journalist and host has always been to provide a platform for individuals to speak honestly about their lived experiences. According to Oprah TV, the interview was meant to give Meghan Markle and Prince Harry an opportunity to share their perspective, especially during a time when public narratives were moving quickly and often without their direct input. Oprah acknowledged that she understood the significance of the subject matter. The British royal family is an institution with centuries of tradition, and any public discussion involving it naturally draws intense attention. She shared that she approached the interview with preparation and care, fully aware that the conversation would resonate far beyond the studio setting. One of the most debated aspects of the original broadcast involves sensitive topics related to family dynamics, media scrutiny, and mental health. Oprah reflected on how important it is to create space for discussions about emotional well-being, especially when public figures speak about personal challenges. She noted that mental health should never be dismissed or minimized, regardless of someone's status or background. At the same time, Oprah addressed criticism that suggested the interview lacked balance. She explained that her role in that moment was not to act as a prosecutor or defender of any institution, but rather to facilitate conversation. She reminded viewers that interviews are shaped by the willingness of guests to share their experiences, and that her responsibility is to ask questions and allow answers to unfold authentically. The reaction to the interview was immediate and powerful. Social media platforms were filled with commentary, analysis, and strong opinions from people around the world. Some praised the conversation as brave and necessary, while others questioned its timing and tone. Oprah said she was not surprised by the range of responses, acknowledging that topics involving royalty, race, and media ethics naturally stirred deep emotions. In her reflection, Oprah emphasized the importance of listening. She expressed that society benefits when people are willing to hear perspectives different from their own. She also pointed out that public discourse can sometimes become heated, but that thoughtful dialogue remains essential for progress and understanding. Oprah further clarified that she does not regret conducting the interview. She stands by her commitment to storytelling and believes that individuals should have the opportunity to share their truth. However, she also recognizes that every major broadcast carries consequences, both expected and unexpected. With experience comes reflection, and Oprah indicated that she has taken time to consider the broader impact of that televised event moment. Another key point in her remarks was the role of media in shaping narratives. Oprah discussed how quickly headlines can amplify certain moments, sometimes overshadowing the larger context of a conversation. She encouraged audiences to watch full interviews rather than relying solely on short clips or summaries that may not capture nuance. The Meghan Markle interview also highlighted the evolving relationship between public figures and traditional institutions. Oprah noted that in today's digital age, stories travel faster than ever before. This speed can create pressure, misunderstanding, and sometimes misinformation. She stressed the value of responsible reporting and careful communication. Throughout her reflection, Oprah maintained a calm and measured tone. Rather than engaging in blame or criticism, she focused on reaffirming her principles as a broadcaster. She reiterated that compassion, fairness, and open dialogue remain at the heart of her work. For decades, Oprah Winfrey has been known for her ability to guide meaningful conversations, and she suggested that this interview was conducted with the same intention. Observers noted that Oprah's comments seemed to close a chapter on a media moment that defined headlines for months. By speaking directly about the experience, she aimed to reduce speculation and provide clarity about her motivations. She made it clear that her objective was not to challenge any institution, but to allow guests to speak freely. The broader cultural impact of the original interview cannot be denied. It prompted discussions about privacy, public duty, race, mental health, and the influence of tabloids. Oprah recognized that these conversations extend beyond any single program and reflect larger societal questions. In addressing the situation now, Oprah appeared focused on perspective rather than controversy. Time often allows people to evaluate events more calmly, and her reflections suggested that she sees the interview as part of an ongoing dialogue about truth and representation in media. Ultimately, Oprah Winfrey's response underscored her belief in the power of conversation. She conveyed that even when discussions are difficult or polarizing, they can open doors to greater understanding. Whether viewers agreed or disagreed with the original broadcast, its significance remains part of modern television history. As public attention shifts to new topics and stories, the interview continues to be referenced as a defining media moment. Oprah's recent remarks serve as a reminder of the responsibilities that come with hosting high-profile conversations. They also reflect her long-standing commitment to giving people a voice. In the end, Oprah framed the experience not as a scandal, but as an example of how storytelling can spark worldwide dialogue for supporters, critics, and neutral observers alike. Her words offered insight